$24,433 profits. That's the trading result from our commodity and futures trading according to COT data in week number 40. Welcome to Insider Week. My name is Max Schulz, and in this video I'm going to show to you our trades of this week and the corresponding results. Before we start with our trading results, let me announce to you that we have a free webinar on October 20. You are all very welcome to join. In the webinar, Max Schulz shows to you how to build a great trading strategy using several simple trading rules. He will answer all your remaining questions and show you the path that he took. Additionally, in the webinar, he will announce a discount on the coaching program that you could benefit from. You can find the link to register for the webinar on October 20th below this YouTube video. And on our webpage, you can click on register and then fill in your information such that you can join our webinar. This is your chance to ask all your questions directly to Max Schulz. Now let's come back to the trading results of this week. We started into the week with a portfolio that consisted of 2 open positions, namely 2 long contracts in coffee and 10 long contracts in wheat. At the end of this week, we are left with 2 open positions, namely this time 1 long contract in coffee and 11 long contracts in soybean oil, where we are well in the win. Let's have a look at the trades one by one. First market, wheat. We always look at the weekly chart where we derive our buy and sell signals from COT data, from seasonal trend and from open interest. In the wheat market, we received a buy signal 4 weeks ago. On the daily chart, we were waiting for the right timing, we were triggered according to our entry pattern, the price moved into our direction, and we closed our position shortly before the market closed on Thursday. By doing this trade, we realized a total gain of $7,375. Next trade, coffee. As you can see, we didn't receive a buy signal on the weekly chart. Nevertheless, we have techniques where we can trade markets although the COT signals are quite weak. Coffee is such a market, and we went long in this market. On the daily chart, you can see that we waited for the right timing. We were triggered according to the plan on the first time, and after the price went up into our direction, price soon came back. After we adjusted our stop loss, we were nevertheless stopped out with a loss of $2,062. The setup is still active and still bullish, and because of that, we decided to enter this market again with 1 long contract. Next market, natural gas. As you can see, in natural gas, we had a strong uptrend. We received a buy signal in the weekly trend direction, and we can see that seasonal trend looks bullish as well. On the daily chart, you can see that we decided to trade this market long. At the entry point, we decided to stay in the market for 2 trading days. And as you can see, that decision was a very good decision. After we realized our gain of $3,230, the price suddenly came back down. However, this is just a small correction and the setup is still bullish. Because of that, we are waiting for natural gas to show a new trading opportunity, and once our entry pattern appears, we are taking a long trade in this market again. Next market, 10-year T-notes. In this market, we are very satisfied with our entry, however, not that satisfied with our exit, as we will see in a second. On the weekly chart, we received a sell signal, and according to the COT data, we decided to trade this market short. On the daily chart, we were satisfied with our entry. However, as you can see, after we exited this market, we saw lower prices. Because last week we had a couple of positions that were very well in the win, we had to close the position in the 10-year T-notes due to portfolio reasons. By doing that, we realized a total gain of $8,531 in this market. The bearish setup is still active, and if we're seeing a new possibility to enter this market, we will take a short trade again. Next market, soybean oil. Here we received a lot of buy signals, as you can see, which speaks in favor for a strong support level. We can also see that seasonal trend is marginally increasing, which is a good sign for our buy signal. On the daily chart, you can see that our entry pattern appeared and we were triggered according to our plan. price moved into our direction in a very good way. On Friday, we saw a sell day. However, that's not unusual for Fridays because many traders are taking profits on this day. For the next week, we expect this market to continue its direction to the upside, such that we will reach our target price. Now let's have a look at our second strategy, the so-called champion strategy. We started into the week with a portfolio that consisted of 2 open positions, namely 9 long contracts in sugar and 8 long contracts in wheat, where we were very well in the win. At the end of this week, our portfolio consists of 2 open positions, namely 6 long contracts in Australian dollar and 3 long contracts in soybean oil. The trade that didn't work that well was coffee. After we had a great win before, we entered this market again, and as you can see, the direction was correct, but the timing was not the right one. We were stopped out here and then price moved up again. We will observe this market further because the setup is still active. Another market was sugar. As you can see, the market didn't decide for a direction yet. We entered this market according to our entry pattern, and afterwards the price went up, then it went down again, then it went up, and as you can see, we closed this position because the price still moves in a range and we don't want to trade markets that haven't decided for a clear direction yet. By closing this trade, we made approximately $0. The next trading opportunity was in wheat. The trade was very successful. We were triggered at the right timing and we closed the position and took profits at the right point in time as well. After we realized our profits, the market went into a correction. And as it is a correction, this market stays interesting to us for further long trades. Next trade, Australian dollar. This was a speculative trade. And we see the price doesn't move as fast in our direction as we would like to see it. From this observation, we can derive that we didn't catch the right timing, because if we catch the right timing, price quickly moves into our direction just after we were triggered. As a result, next week we want to close this position quite quickly. Next market, soybean oil. We were triggered in this market according to our plan. This entry may look late. However, we received our entry pattern. We have a fresh new buy signal in this market. We see great impulse waves to the upside, and because of that, we took this trade. We expect the correction on Friday to be just a correction, and we expect to see further and higher prices in the next trading week. The total gain of our champion strategy this week is $7,359. That means this week we reached a new all-time high in this strategy. We are very proud and satisfied to see that this strategy works out very well. Specifically, it made a return of approximately 300% in less than a year. This is an absolutely stunning result, and we are very satisfied with our decision that we made to diversify our portfolio by adding this champion strategy. A few words on CRB index as usual. Again, we see higher commodity prices this week. In the last video, I explained why it is so important to consider CRB index for your trading decisions. If CRB index shows higher prices, it is wise to take long positions in commodities. Of course, you can also profit from short positions. However, long trades are much easier. By taking primarily long trades last week, we could achieve a great trading result. Do you consider a commodity index for your trading decisions? Write it in the comments, and if you're already there, please give this video a like and subscribe this channel such that we know that you're interested in getting to know more information about futures and commodity trading according to COT data. As a reminder, down below this video you can find the link to register for the free webinar on October 20th with Max Schulz to ask all your questions, to learn from his experience, and to receive a special discount for the coaching program. That's it from our side this week. Thank you very much for your attention and wish you all many successful trades for the next trading week. And as always, be aware of the risk, because risk management is the key to success in trading.